Hi, and welcome to United Wrestling Alliance Special Edition. I'm Ray Vassell. Well, I'm sitting here in a spot where some of the top UWA stars are going to be sitting today for a whole slew of interviews. Where Johnny Kilgood's going to sit up close and personal with some of our stars in the UWA. Well, let's cut to the chase. First interview is going to be with Diablo. Let's go.
Now first let me thank you, El Diablo Blanco, for coming down here to the studio today on this 900 degree day. I know it's been very hot, muggy, rainy. We've got the air conditioners going, all kinds of stuff in here to try to make it a little more comfortable for you.
Well, as you can see, I got my summer outfit on. Thanks.
Is it tough in this kind of weather to rip off hubcaps?
No, it's not. I mean, why are you asking me questions like that? That's ain't right.
Let's talk about a couple things. First of all, now please.
Simply face again.
First of all, your match with Metal Bob at May Militia. Let's get right to the fact. One of the most violent matches we've ever seen here in the United Wrestling Alliance. Your thoughts on the match?
It was a fun match.
Fun?
I'm still waking up. I get reminded of it every time I wake up. My back's sore, my arm's sore, my side. I hope Metal Bob feels the same way.
Well, I can assure you he does. It wasn't too long after that he lost the Intercontinental Television Championship, just a week or so later. Do you think that the abuse that he took in that match had anything to do with that?
I know it was either the punishment he took from me, they made him fall to Dalton Punk Pain, whatever his name is, or he took a dive because he didn't want to face me again for that title. One of the two. I'm not sure which.
We talk about Metal Bob for a minute. Are you done with Metal Bob? Is that over now? Or do you still want to get him? Is there still something not settled between the two of you? You beat him once, he beat you once.
You should know better than to think it would be settled. It'll never be settled as long as his fat, old, studded jacket wearing, 12 sandwich eating, stinky, smelly ass is wrestling. It'll never be over. As long as he's in the UWA, I won't be done with that punk.
I'm going to have to ask you to settle down with the language.
You can say punk, right?
That's not what I'm talking about, Diablo. Diablo Blanco, what made you get into this sport in the first place? You don't like to follow rules. You don't like any kind of authority. What the hell are you doing in organized professional sports? Why not just be a thug on the street?
I can do that too. What do you mean don't follow the rules?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I
follow the rule every time I'm in a match. I follow the damn rules.
You follow no rules. I've seen it myself.
The last match me and Bob had, what were the rules?
There were no rules.
Exactly. I followed them.
Please. I'm talking about other matches. You pull out objects.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't
what
do
about
it.
the time we were in Philadelphia and you were trying to break into the convention hall? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That's the kind of behavior.
What are you talking about, you fool?
What am I talking about? I'll show clips. I'll show footage. I've got it.
I doubt. No.
Trying to climb walls.
Didn't happen.
Please, break into
climb walls. What am I, Spider-Man now?
You tried to steal my damn car, pal.
Nah, I wouldn't steal that piece of junk. I mean, no, I didn't take nothing.
Thank God for the club. What next? What now for El Diablo Blanco?
Oh, well, as I said, I'll never be done with that old gimp Metal Bob. But, now I got a new boy I'm looking at to take out, whip his ass, and take his title. That's right, Dalton Payne.
Wait a minute. Are you opening up a challenge to the Intercontinental TV champ Dalton Payne?
Thinks he's riding high because he's got my belt.
What has he ever done to you?
He faced Metal Bob on the luckiest day of his life. A week after Metal Bob fought me to the limit. Dalton Payne got lucky, took the title.
Are you claiming responsibility for Dalton Payne's title victory?
Man, you're smarter than a spring chicken, you know what I'm saying?
Diablo.
He wouldn't have that title if it weren't for me. If Metal Bob weren't beaten, battered, bloody, and almost dead, Dalton Payne wouldn't have that belt. It should rightfully be mine. And if Dalton Payne is any kind of a man, he'll face me for that title. I'll just take it.
El Diablo Blanco, why are you so bitter?
You know, I know the answer you want to that question, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give it to you. 'Cause I ain't no ball freak with no goatee.
Wait.
I don't say it 'cause I said so or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm so bitter because everybody tried to keep me down. The man tried to keep me down, you know what I'm saying? I'm the best wrestler you got.
Brought you into the sport of professional wrestling, and you have repaid him with scorn. You think that score is ever going to be settled between you and Devastating Derek?
Devastating Derek. You gotta clear something up. He didn't bring me in. I brought myself in. I used him like a little bitch, and I got in.
Diablo,
What?
I'll have you thrown out in about 2 seconds. Magoo!
Magoo ain't gonna do nothing.
Ziamba!
That backwards hat wearing little freak. Devastating Derek. He brought me in. I used him. I got in here. Now I made a name for my own damn self. I don't need him no more. He can go pluck his chicken for all I care. I don't care what he do. If you get in my face, I'll smack him. If you stay out of my way, he alright.
Please, what about your men, Corporal Punishment, tall enough, and their behavior at May Militia? I know you were behind it. I know you were there. You had something to do with it. You're the mastermind. You're the brains behind the brawn. Who the hell do you think you are, Diablo Blanco, pulling that kind of shenanigans in the UWA?
I am the brains and the brawn.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Corporal and tall enough. That was pretty cool, don't you think? I like that.
Yeah, that was just great.
I like that. That was good.
Hard and Heavy had wrestled a half-an-hour match. They were beaten up by them before the match, and they jumped in after.
They snuck it. Corporal and Tall snuck their way in. Corporal dressed up in some weird King of the Ring outfit. Got his way in there. He was opening doors for people. And then,
My goodness.
just when you think it's all over, I changed the rule.
Are you proud of everything that you've accomplished here in the United Wrestling Alliance?
That's a very dumb question. Of course.
One half of the World
Proud.
Tag Team Champions with Scotty McLeod, a World
Oh, yeah.
Heavyweight Champion.
That's why y'all wonder why I want to get the Intercontinental TV title. It's the only belt I haven't had yet. And I'm going to get it.
You want to be a Triple Crowner.
Oh, yeah. It's going to happen. Don't you doubt it.
All right, Metal Bob, I want to thank you for sitting down with us today here on a special edition of United Wrestling Alliance Ringmasters.
You're welcome, Keelgood.
Let's cut right to the chase, pal. The match you had with El Diablo Blanco at the May Militia, one of the most intense, violent contests I've seen in a long time. The two of you really went all out. First of all, explain to me your feelings on that match, and are things settled between you and Diablo?
Things will never be settled between myself and El Diablo Blanco Blinko. El Ebonic. Things will never be settled, but we stepped it up a notch to show everybody that you aren't kidding around. We're not playing around in the UWA. We aren't a bunch of little kids playing around in the UWA. And things will never be settled between me and that hoodie punk.
Now, the following week, you lost the Intercontinental TV Championship to Mr. Dalton Payne. Do you attribute the beating you took the week earlier for that title loss?
I don't attribute anything to it. Little did I know that the war I had with Diablo Blanco would be my prelude to ruin. It happens to be what it was, and I'm still upset about that title loss. I don't know if I'm ever going to step in the ring as a pro wrestler again.
Now, what are you talking about here, Metal Bob? Are you announcing your retirement?
I'm not announcing anything. It took me a long time to attain the status that I did in the UWA. I don't have the charisma, the talent, the looks that a Devastating Derek does. I don't have the wrestling ability and the charm that a Bombshell Billy does. That's why I surround myself with those people.
Well, you've got yourself a whole heap of a big cult following, Metal Bob. Maybe because you are exactly the opposite of that. Maybe because you're like the mankind, like the freak.
In a way, I am like the mankind.
You
That's
enjoy
exactly what I feel like, the Mick Foley.
You enjoy the pain. Lorraine's little boy's coming home.
Yes, she is.
Let me ask you this now. On the Devastating Derek, we're going to talk to him for the first time since May Militia. We haven't seen him in a full match yet, since then. We haven't seen him wrestle. We're going to talk to him a little later on in an exclusive interview, but, I mean, can we get some kind of prelude from you? Where's he? What's he been up to? Is he going to step back into the ring? Was it such a I mean, he took a hell of a beating, Metal Bob. You were begging him to get the hell out of there.
We got left laying at May Militia. Let's put it out on the table just like it is. It was supposed to be our homecoming, and we went home without the dates, if you know what I'm saying. We went home empty-handed, in stretchers, and almost in body bags, thanks to El Tolinoffo and Corporal Punishment, if I'm still allowed to say their names.
And the family, let's not forget, joined in on that. that beating?
I don't attribute anything to the family. Derek was taking him to the cleaners himself. Bombshell Billy happened to get the balls enough to come out, and against my word, against everybody else's coaxing, went into the ring, tagged with Devastating Derek, and wrestled on his bad leg, which was injured by that Jolly Green Giant and Little Sprout.
Please, Metal Bob. What's in the future for Metal Bob? What can we look forward to from you? Are you going to go after Diablo? Do you want your belt back? Are you hanging up the... What are you doing, pal?
If I were to tell you what I'm doing, it'd be everywhere. It'd be in the sheets. It'd be everywhere on TV. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do, but I do need to take a little time out of the ring. I might just work on managing a little bit for a while. I'm not going to say I'm retiring, but my ego, what little bit of it that I do have, after holding the belt longer than anyone in UWA history, my ego's a little shattered, and I don't know if I want to get back in the ring and show my face after that loss. He got me with a heart punch good. Dalton Payne connected with that thing, and I tell you, I don't remember anything except my hand being, after I raised it after the end of the match, being jammed down by the referee, Seymour Mutz, having the belt get handed to Dalton Payne. There was about a 5-minute lapse when I don't know what happened in that match.
Where's it go? Oh my God. Let's see. Our next interview, the former world heavyweight champion, good friend of mine, Bombshell Billy. Let's see what Johnny Kilgood has in mind for him.
Thank you for coming out today on this 112-degree weather. We've got the air conditioners going. We're trying to make it as comfortable as we can for you.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of hard to make it comfortable for me. I've been sick all week. I've had about 100-degree temperature earlier in the week. I've been trying to kick that, but I'll answer your questions as good as I possibly can. What do you got for me, Kilgood?
First of all, I want to talk briefly about May Militia. Let's get right to it now. We saw you coming out to the ring, and you got pulled back by a couple of gentlemen that we assume was corporal punishment and calling up. What happened behind that door?
The moment you've all been waiting for. Well, show me. Devastating Derek. Bombshell Billy?
What's going on? What's going on?
What the hell? Where? My leg. What the? Somebody got a stretcher in here! Victor! My leg. What happened? What a great reunion! What the? Oh no! Who was there? Who was there?
I'm going out there. I'm going out there.
No.
I'm going out there.
No! As your manager, no!
Yourself, man. Don't go.
No! Are you okay? Go with him!
I'll tell you what happened behind that door. My lights went out, okay? I was pulled back. I was excited for the most important, most anticipated match of my career, okay? Devastating Derek and myself are going out there finally to get revenge on the family. Out of sight, out of mind, not even thinking about calling off the corporal punishment. And bam, from behind, they pull me back in the door, they shut the door, and they put an attack on me, on my knee, on my leg, and what came like that, okay? And I've been going through some physical therapy on my knee. It's just about there. I'm still making my scheduled matches, as you've seen me on TV the past couple weeks. I'm still making the physical therapy. I'm almost there. Still making my matches, but
Briefly,
it's a tough road.
Let's touch on that for a minute. Havoc a relative newcomer, a rookie here in the UWA, defeated you last week in a fantastic match. Really probably sent him into superstardom. But he concentrated on that leg. Do you feel it was a cheap victory on his part?
Indeed, no, not at all. Not at all. Indeed, Havoc is a fine athlete. These people are out there going to be watching the show. Some of them are going to watch the show saying, oh, it's all predetermined. Oh, wrestling's fake. I'm not going to job out to some rookie, okay? The guy was a better man on that given night. He saw the weakness, he knew the weakness, and as a smart wrestler, he went for it, and because of that, he wore down the leg, and because of that, he got the 1, 2, 3, and the victory over former two-time World Heavyweight Champion Bombshell Billy.
Bombshell Billy, let's touch briefly on your thoughts on the family. I don't feel anything was solved there that night. Whether they intentionally had anything to do with the attack, which obviously they didn't, but they sure did capitalize on it. They beat the living snot out of Devastating Derek. We've yet to see him in a match since May Militia. He took a hell of a beating. But what about this family? Are you done with them? What's going on? Do you have Corporal and Tall? What are you planning for these four men?
Am I done with the family? No, my friend. I've only just begun with them. Mr. Big Fat Pig Big, you've been a thorn in my side since Christmas Chaos. You know you got something coming to you. Mark Stagg, you and I go back many, many years, many a 10 years, okay? And what you did to me last year when you put me out of my livelihood, you put me out of wrestling, I still have yet to pay you back for that. Corporal punishment, Tall enough, you guys have been thorns in mine and Devastating Derek's side for a long time. And after that brutal attack in the hallway at May Militia, that just fuels my fire just a little bit more. And as a side note, let's go back to the family for a second. Because McKracken, you, my friend, I've got a score to settle with as well. You came out there, rode on the coattails of Bombshell Billy, the World Heavyweight Champion at the time. You stole every one of my moves. And now you're out here trash-talking Bombshell Billy, the guy who taught you everything you know. Not everything I know, everything you know. Taught you everything you know. Now you're out there trash-talking. McKracken, you and I got a day coming too. Don't you worry about that. Excuse me, Keelgood.
What's in the future for Bombshell Billy?
In the future for Bombshell Billy are the 5 men I just talked about. I got myself a little hit list, okay?
Do you care about gold anymore? Do you care about wearing a strap? Or are you just looking to...
Do I care about gold, Keelgood? Do I care about gold? The 2-time heavyweight champion, the man who did anything, sacrificed anything, went to the limit, went to the edge to get what was rightfully his, the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. And let me tell you something, Keelgood, the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship of the United Wrestling Alliance is still the rightful place right here around my waist. Still
your
my
property?
number 1 goal. Still my property. So McKracken, you're holding that up. You better shine that up, you little fag, because come
now,
someday, real soon, McKracken, you and I are going to meet. We're finally going to settle our differences, and you want to know how we're going to do it? Bam! With the pile driver, and you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, and you're going to see the UWA World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship once again around the waist of Bombshell Billy. I got my hit list, gentlemen. McKracken, Stagg, Big, Punishment, and Tall. Boys, you better look out, because Bombshell Billy's coming at you, and I'm no slouch. I'm 2-time heavyweight champion, so bring it on, boys.
No. There's your winner right there.
Hey, Johnny Kilgood's going to be beginning with some members of the family. The United Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Shawn McKracken.
All right, I want to thank Psycho Shawn McKracken, the World Heavyweight Champion, for taking the time to sit down with us and
Always
have
a
this
pleasure, Johnny. Always a pleasure.
this up close and personal here today. First of all, let's cut right to brass tacks. Let's talk about this family. I want to know where the concept came from. How long was it brewing behind the scenes with Mark Stagg, the little turn? Please.
See, Johnny, Mark Stagg has been a friend of mine for many, many years. Ever since I was a referee in the UWA, we connected. I had a little stint with Bombshell Billy. I lost focus of my goals and a lot of other people's goals here in the UWA. So I took Mark Stagg aside and said, Mark Stagg, it looks like you're on the back burner right now with the UWA. I think you need to join me. We need to show the UWA what you're made of and what I'm made of. So Johnny, I took his hand, Mark Stagg took mine back, and now look at us. I've got the gold, he's got the gold.
Now what about Mr. Big? Where does who came up with the concept of this family, this unit? Now with Donnie Corleone.
I'm gonna have to say that one's Mark Stagg's doing it. I just wanted Mark Stagg kind of, but Mark Stagg said, I think we're gonna need a couple more reinforcements. We're gonna need a big man. Mr. Big came in the picture. And then Mr. Big said, I don't know if this is going to work out, just the three of us. There's a couple people stabbing us in the back, trying to get us at some dressing rooms and stuff. We're going to need a little bodyguard protection. However, Don Corleone came in the picture, and he's been the greatest bodyguard ever since.
You've got to be kidding me. Donnie Corleone, Mr. Big and Stagg, the World Tag Team Champions.
Greatest
Too
tag
busy
team.
to come and sit down with us here today.
I'm sorry about that. Right now, I hear they're in Florida, preparing for their tag team match against Mystic and Thunder Tiger, I believe. I don't know too much about it, but
a big tour of Florida going on down there. Scheduled for later on. But let me ask you this, MC McKracken. Your world title victory over Devastating Derek with the help of Mark Stagg. Do you feel that's tainted? Could you have beaten Devastating Derek without the big beefer?
I'll be honest with you, Johnny. This question's been bugging me for many, many days now. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he had me up in his driver. I thought I had enough to beat him. I don't know. Who will know? Right now I got the gold. That's all that's important to me. If Devastating wants another match, so be it. I'm going to be a fair champion about it. He was a great man. A great match was... I don't know. I really don't.
A great man, and that's how you treat him? You double team him, you triple team him whenever you get the chance?
You got to do it.
Please.
Sometimes you got to do it.
Please. You're not yanking my chain, pal. I know what you're all about. Let me ask you this. What is in the future for the world champion, MC McKracken? Who's next on your list? Bombshell Billy, I know you and he have a big thing to settle.
Well, Douglas Michael's been coming up to me saying that Bombshell's crying, that he needs his title shot.
Now, please.
I'm sick of it. I'll be honest, I'm sick of it. Ever since the Steel Stable, I helped him at, what was that, one at MacArthur. Jesus, I don't even remember anymore. I've helped him so many times, so many different arenas. It's ridiculous. And he's always, oh, Bombshell's champ, you call me champ. Without me, he won a Ben champ, plain and simple. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather, Johnny.
Goodness.
Now, Douglas Michael says, you will deserve Bombshell. I'm going to tell you straight out, Bombshell. You want a shot at the title? There's a couple of stipulations for you, brother.
What? Now, who are you,
First
the booking
of all,
committee?
You beat Mark Stagg one-on-one. You beat Mr. Big one-on-one.
What? You're putting up obstacles? If you could
them.
go 5 minutes with them?
You beat them.
Please.
There's one more stipulation. You beat Devastating Derek. Your little good friend there.
What?
I'd hate to put a little chink in their armor since you guys are such comrades now, or compadres. But you want the gold? I think Devastating Derek's the #1 contender. You beat him, I'll give you a shot.
You're telling me Bombshell has to go through the family and one of his friends, probably his only ally in the UWA right now, Devastating Derek, to get to you?
You want the gold?
Oh my God.
You beat him.
You're a
lucky I don't throw
sadistic
Metal
little...
Bob in there.
Please. What?
Fat piece of...
Hey!
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Come on now.
can't miss this next interview. It's with a good friend of mine, Devastating Derek, longtime friend, former world heavyweight champion, probably soon be the next world heavyweight champion. Let's see what Johnny has in store for Devastating Derek.
All right, I'm Johnny Killgood. I want to welcome Devastating Derek.
How are you, Johnny? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, my friend. Now, let's get right to let's cut to the chase, as my good friend Ray Vassell would say. We haven't seen you wrestle a full match, pal, since Me Militia. What's going on? I know you took a hell of a shellacking. Are you in recovery? When can we expect to see you in the ring again, Devastating Derek?
Well, right now I'm not sure. I'm awaiting doctor's full clearance. It shouldn't be too long. As far as physically, I'm almost back at 100%. I had a lot taken out of me. Mentally, I don't know how long it's going to take me to recover from that. It was an emotional battle for me, not only seeing Bombshell Billy hurt, but with the Corporal and Tall thing. The fact that I really went in there and tried to take care of things single-handedly. Maybe it was stupid on my part, but I tried to do what I could because of the fans were anticipating this match for so long. That's why Bombshell came out to ringside with practically a broken leg. Not only to help me, but because of the fans were really looking forward to this matchup, but we just didn't want to disappoint. We didn't want to get them a screw job, WCW Nitro ending, basically. That's yeah.
Let me ask you very quickly about the family now. You're getting off on keeping on this subject. The family, what they've done to you, has got to upset you.
It does.
Bombshell Billy isn't done with them. Are you done with them? Are you and Bombshell going to go after them together, separately? What are your plans for them?
Well, right now, my only, I'd like to come out here and I'd like to say, Johnny, I'm Devastating Derek, the former two-time world heavyweight champion, I'm a world tag team champion, Intercontinental TV. Yeah, I'm a triple crown champion, but right now that doesn't mean anything. I want to say that I'm on this moral high, that I'm going to come out and show the family that I'm a better athlete. I can beat them without cheating. Well, why the hell should I? I'm Devastating Derek. I've been a dirty, dirty player for a long, long time. Bombshell Billy's been a dirty player for a long, long time. Time to fight fire with fire. So I'm not going to come out there and tell you, yeah, I'm going to beat them with my wrestling skills and my superior athletic ability. No, I'm going to come out there, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to kick them when they're down. And quite frankly, I'm looking to end their careers. I know a lot of people come out here and say, well, we just come out here to compete, not to, we don't want to end anyone's career, blah, blah, blah. I want to end their careers. I want Mr. Pig. I want Mark Feig. And that McKracken, this Donnie Corleone, any of them. I want them all gone. And that goes for Corporal and Tall, too.
Corporal punishment and Tall enough to make their presence known at Me Militia. They really, really, just as what they did to Bombshell, what they've done to Ray Vassell, what they did to you after the match.
Yeah.
You've got to be upset.
Yeah, I'm upset. Damn right I'm upset. I'll kick their ass.
I know.
I'll kick it ass.
I know. Please, keep it clean.
Yeah, I don't have to keep it clean, Killgood. I'm upset here.
What are you going to do? What kind of revenge could you get that'll quench your thirst? That'll really quench your thirst. And get these guys out of your systems once and for all. Is there anything? Will they ever be out of your system?
I don't know. What they did to Ray Vassell, my longtime friend. What they did to Bombshell Billy, my longtime friend. What they did to me after the match at Me Militia. I don't know that I can ever quench this thirst. I don't know that until they're 6 foot under, quite frankly, that my thirst will be quenched by them. My revenge for them. But I'm going to tell you right now, Corporal Punishment, Tall Enough, you're banned indefinitely. I'm going to do everything I can with Douglas Michael to get that lifted, at least for just one match. Even if it's me against the two of you, I don't care. I don't care if I have a partner or not. I don't care if Bombshell wants to come out there. I don't care if Metal Bob wants to come out there. I don't care who's in the ring with me. If I have to go out there by myself to fight you two sons of... I will do it. I will do it.
What about you and Bombshell Billy? Have you gone your separate ways? Was that it? Was that the one match? Are you going to come together again against some of these guys?
We've come together many
Or are you
times.
done?
At this point, I don't know. I mean, that was a once, Bombshell and I don't get along very well all the time. As everyone knows, it's no secret. We were probably one of the greatest organizations in wrestling. What the family claims to be now. Hard and Heavy was bigger than that. They were stronger than that. They were smarter than that. Will they ever be that again? Probably not. Probably not. Bombshell's got an agenda. I've got an agenda. Just so happens that right now those two agendas are pretty much like this. So if we happen to be at the same place at the same time, fighting the same people, then yeah, maybe you will see Hard and Heavy together one more time. Only time will tell, Kilden. Only time will tell. Blanco in closing here today on United Wrestling Alliance Ringmasters, a special up-close and personal edition. I'm going to give you an open forum to say whatever you like to the wrestlers, the fans, the presidents, the office, the bookers, whatever you want to talk about.
Whatever I like?
Whatever you like.
Say whatever I like?
Just keep it clean, pal.
Oh, damn.
TV.
It is TV, isn't it?
It is.
That's what I thought. With cameras and lights and stuff, I thought it was TV. But what I want to say to all y'all wrestlers, all y'all Hard and Heavies, all y'all families, and Dalton Paynes, Havoc, Thunder Tiger, Mystic, all y'all dumbasses, Ray Vassell, all y'all, especially Metal Bob, do not count me out. Do not underestimate me whatsoever. I was on top before. I'll be on top again. Do not cross me. Do not put anything in my way or I will knock it down. I will let you know what South Central feels like if you get on my ass.
Please! Thank you, Mr. Blanco.
It's been your pleasure.
Oh my. Giving the wrestlers here today an open forum in closing to address the fans, the wrestlers, the booking committee of the UWA, anything you want to say in this last segment to the people of the United Wrestling Alliance, outside, inside the ring.
Inside the ring, I think I've said enough. Gentlemen, beware, because Bombshell's got his hit list, and he's going to start checking off names and checking them twice, all right? Outside the ring, I got to say, I don't care whether you love me or hate me, because I know I'm the best there is. Jordan Torbett, you're one of my biggest fans. I got to say hi to you. Zane, I got to say hi to you. And anybody else that watches Bombshell Billy, like I said, you can love me, you can hate me. I don't care. Because I'm going to go out there and do the best of my wrestling ability that I can do. And you'll see, and you know, that'll bring it to the one statement that's been said many, many times, and I'll be saying it again real soon, I promise you. You call me champ.
Thank you for your time,
Champ!
Thank you for your time, Bombshell Billy. Best of luck to you in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Keelgood.
Just going in closing, I've been asking all the athletes here today. This is an open forum, Metal Bob, for you to say anything you like to the fans, to the wrestlers, to the front office of the United Wrestling Alliance. I want to give you a little time in closing, an open forum, Metal Bob.
An open forum. This is a very dangerous thing. You know what Shawn Michaels did with this. You know what Bret Hart did with it. And you damn sure know what Hunter Hearst Helmsley did with an open mic forum.
Now, let's try to keep it a little clean here, Metal Bob.
What I'm going to tell you is you never know when Metal Bob's shooting and when it's a work. That's all I have to say. You people don't know anything out there. You think you're wrestling smart. You're all a bunch of marks when it comes to the UWA. I'd like to see action stepped up in the UWA. I'd like to see a little of the clowning around that goes on in the commentating booth kept to a minimum.
Now, that's not my fault. That's Benjamin Hell effect.
It goes on.
Now,
I don't care. It goes on, Keelgood.
I agree with you, and I
There's
believe...
wrestling action going on in that ring. And please, everybody tells me this. Stop putting the damn P.O. box number down and talking over it so long.
My goodness, Metal Bob, thank you, with an open forum at the end. I believe May Militia, the action we've seen at May Militia and a few weeks after that, hopefully that's the trend the UWA is going to take in the future, because some fine action has been coming out as of late.
Absolutely.
Metal Bob, I want to thank you for coming down to the studio on this 112-degree day. It's hot out. And,
Hotter than a dead...
now, please.
You know the rest.
Metal Bob, thank you. We look forward to seeing you in the future. And United Wrestling Alliance Ringmasters, thank you. I think you've expressed your views quite plainly. In closing, I've been giving the athletes here in the UWA an open forum to speak out to the fans, to the other wrestlers, the office, whatever you want to say in this closing segment. It's an open forum for you, Shawn McKracken.
I'd like to thank my fans out there everywhere I go. I enjoy signing your autographs. I enjoy spending a lot of time with you. And on a personal note to Jordan Torbett, I know who your favorite wrestler is. You don't have to pretend.
Huh, what?
The interview's over.
Are you kidding me, pal? Hey, don't put your get your hands off of me, McKracken. You've got to be kidding me. I got a fleet of lawyers. I'm giving all the athletes here a forum, an open forum to all the fans of the UWA, the wrestlers, the office executives. What do you want to say to everyone in closing, Devastating Derek?
Well, before I go, I'd just like to say to the executive committee, let me have Tall and Corporal one more time. But until then, family, you're the Pappy. Because you were there, you were involved in it, and you can still wrestle. So that means when you're in an arena, I'll probably be there. Bombshell will probably be there. He hates your guts. I hate your guts. And I'll break your neck. And in closing to all the fans out there, you know, a lot of fans don't like me. A lot of fans do like me. Either way, it doesn't matter. I still wrestle the best I can. Whether I'm wrestling for 5 people or 500 people, you get the same out of Devastating Derek every time. Blood, sweat, and tears. That's all I'm here to do. I'm an entertainer, and I want to entertain the fans. And I'll do that no matter what I have to do, Johnny Kilgood, no matter what I have to do.
Thank you very much, Devastating Derek. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, my friend.
All
and
right.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.